This is our last chance to utilize the two greatest weapons we have, our minds and the ability to share them. As we said before, that ability will soon be outpaced by its ability to be controlled. In this shift that is taking place as we speak, there are many hurdles we must overcome, and some of the greatest will be found within. When we said that the truth is dangerous because it is easily misinterpreted and misunderstood, no better proof of that can be found than in the comments section of the Part 1 video. When we said that you should not fear hell, or Armageddon, or the other fear-mongering tactics that have been added by men and tarnished the pure words of so many religious texts, you should have known that we were not giving a green light to sin or do other wrongs. Our call to be better should have resonated with truly open ears. When we said that God isn't going to do this for us, we must do it for ourselves, you should have known that we were not renouncing God. The higher power gives us the light to see our wrongs and the path to becoming better, along with the strength to persevere through the hardships that will surely befall all those who don't take the easy route, but those who choose to overcome their current flaws. While the genesis of our strength may reside in some greater force, the choice, as always, is our own. No amount of praying will stop the creditors from calling, and no amount of faith can persuade the minds of those unwilling to listen, or those untouched by someone trying to free their mind. Pick 3 or 4 different Methodist or Baptist or Presbyterian churches, even in the same geographic or political region, and they will still differ on many key issues, religious and otherwise. Consider the Jewish people. So many of you write hateful comments about, quote, the Jews. Well, which Jews are you talking about? Hasidic Jews? The Hollywood Jews? The banking families? Orthodox Jews? Zionists? The everyday good citizen who is every bit the patriot and good Samaritan that you are? Now don't twist this truth either, folks. We can all, as reasonable, logical people, admit that every race and every religion has some bad eggs that tend to fuel the fire carried by those who wish to blame others for their own problems. Not that sometimes it isn't someone else's manipulation of fairness that is causing those problems, as so many of us believe is the case now, but only that you absolutely cannot use that as a blanket for an entire people. That is one of these hurdles found within that we must overcome. To fully expound on that type of logic and its application to our differences would be moot and impractical. Surely you understand what we meant now when we said that some of our greatest hurdles will come from within. All that divides us serves only to leave us easier to control, as we would be too unwieldy if we ever figure out what we can do together. It's the old divide and conquer. We will live to see a new world order. Will it be theirs or our own? Some have questioned our use of an opening eye in a number of our videos, asking what our true agenda is. The quote, illuminated ones have used that symbol for years. By using an eye that is in the process of opening, we symbolize our awakening. That we are beginning to understand our prison and those who keep us here. Oh, that's their symbol? To hell with that. They can't have it anymore. We have been sound asleep for so long, and we see that now. But it appears we have woken up just in time to grab a hold of our last chance to make the choice that only we can make. Now folks, what we'll leave you with here, what you've been watching is the sun diving comet from a few different angles and the ejections that came off of the sun as it approached right around the 10 o'clock hour universal time on October 1st. It does appear to be at least coming out of solar active regions that are facing or in an Earth facing position. And as usual, you can see here the Signet is behind and is still showing just the two coming off the backside of the sun. There's a lot to be considered, folks, and I know many of you have been very, very patient with a lot of this, and some of you are still waiting and still trying to pick dates. Just be prepared. I know it sounds cheesy, but there's love and there's hate. You know which one to pick, and try to fill yourself with that as much as you can. And be safe.